what are we going to do today is we will make this plugin for the portraits slowly compatible with every game. And with that I mean adding a lot of parameters. For example, now the characters like Leven spawns on X 480 and Y minus 60, and the hero on coordinate minus 50 and Y minus 60. And you can realize not every game has their character spawn in those coordinates, right? To be fair, later it was changed and now it's draw points. So the first draw points is in those coordinates of the hero, the second on the one of Leven. The third and fourth one are not really used for now, but we definitely need this change later after Invaligate for this actual game. So, and for the future game, so I think I'm doing myself a favor by improving the plugin now, polishing it a little, or a lot. First, we may want to try... where are you? La tua faccia, it's called la tua faccia. With the change of the last stream... Ah wait, actually we did a stream like 2 weeks ago. Where you can define the name of every portrait you show. Like, more like you define types of portraits. For example, you have a picture that it's not fully centered. You can set it up here instead of doing case by case. For example, we set up the hero, has no offset, and Leven, which has no offset. And we already have set up our portraits. We want to do a similar thing with location points, because we know we need to draw... Let me see. We know we need to draw the hero on the left and Leven on the right, which we already set up here. 480, minus 60, etc. But, of course, it's better to set it up from the plugin options. Luckily, we already know what to do structs, which are kinda not simple to understand. I will see if I can remember how they do. So, here, there is the struct portrait options, which it's this one. Portrait list it's called, though. Why does it have a different name? Portrait list where... Okay, yes, because it's the container. I see. So we want a second one that it's called draw points. Draw point for pictures, which is another struct which we will call draw points options, with description instead of A, B, 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 B. Makes sense. Hello, it's going, Retunophilian. La tua faccia JS. Yeah, I got inspired by Owari and I will keep it like that. We're tuning on code programming and plugins. And even if it seems like it's Respawn Banter, we are actually developing for Invaligate. We are first globalizing this plugin and make it globally usable by every game, so we'll probably later publish it. And also, or specifically, we're doing it to translate it to Invaligate. Would be faster to do it from scratch, but would be such a waste because I already implemented a lot of things in this one. So let's see. We can make a draw points struct here. Here has every parameter we need, and they are kind of a lot. We can just duplicate it shamelessly and have it here by calling it draw points options. Let's see if it works. Okay, here it's simple. We already have it again. Now we just need to set the parameters correctly. Sounds good. Oh yeah. I really have a lot of kind of, I would say, plugins I programmed but I never published. For two reasons. First, I never thought about it. Second, they are kind of a mess in programming and they are mostly hard-coded to fit in only one game. Would be cool to make them a little more viable, accessible. I will see what I can do. Maybe we can do it on stream. Since on stream I find it hard to work on parts that are not programming related on making games. I will see. For now we need the draw points options. What do I mean? That means we need to set up we need positions where to draw characters. Like the bottom right, the bottom left, upper right, I don't know. So they need to define all sorts of parameters. I would say I will still keep the name, position name. Can I define? Can I say what the name is? I don't think I want to call it position name. Wait, I think I can do a name with a space in the middle, right? It's not a rocket science, right? I can just put a space. Whoa! You can put spaces in programming. This is a groundbreaking invention. Wow. No, I'm serious. I'm not used to this witchcraft. I always program without spaces. Well, this is not really programming. It's more like tags, but magic. Okay, we have the name of the position now. The offset is not a parameter. We need the position X. Oh wait. A container, position. Position X, position Y. The parent is position. Okay, now we already have the default coordinates for setting up the values. We can define the bottom left starting. Why is it bugged? Ah, the name is on the right, for whatever reason. Here we can define position X and Y, simple. Not a negative one. Ooh, that's bad. How do I define a negative number, please? I don't know, it's just me. I have a PC and Twitch volume 100%, but I hear you kinda low. Oh, really? Let me see. I don't know, I don't think I'm that low, to be fair. Though I lowered my volume like 2 months ago because I found some like clipping issues, but I solved them, so I can increase it a little. I think I should later, but I need to check the volume options. For now I can do it on this stream. Here I am, I'm hiring my volume. I should be higher. I will also increase the music. Okay. I need to later check if the fixing works. If the min-maxing does something. Is it better for you now? This will be the volume spike of the year. Right on January. All the later streams will have a higher volume now. Sounds better. Okay, thanks. I think it's better. Because you can't increase over 100%, right? But you can decrease it, so nice. Imagine now if RPG Maker had more than 100% volume option. If it's loud already. I can even hear the music. Ah yeah, because I increased it. Okay, that's nice. I think I will keep it like this. Thanks for making me notice it. So we have position X, position Y, which needs to be a number that could be negative, though. It's an issue. Maybe we can use other parameters. Like scale X can be negative, right? So we can just use text at this point and we convert it in numbers. I suppose. What does the fox say? No, I mean, how is it defined? A decimal, yeah. So we can use a decimal instead of number, which will allow negative numbers. And decimals if someone wants to work sub-pixels, of course. The scale should stay the same, right? We don't need other parameters, right? Other than the position. So we don't need any of the others. Let's see, anything else? Anchor point? No, we don't need those. Other text? No, we don't need anything here. That's all we need. Just the X and Y. If later we need anything else, we will add it, of course. I think, what does the fox say too? At this point is a very unconditional, I see. Hello Danix, welcome. I see you're developing as well. Nice to keep you company. I do a similar thing when like I hear or I say I suppose, and I make the Rhythm Heaven reference. Because Rhythm Heaven has a minigame. Wait. Let me look for it. Rhythm Heaven has a minigame where when you hear I suppose, you need to do a pattern. And I think it's a lovely reference to have. Let's see if I can load it. I played this game too many times, and now every time I hear I suppose, I can't resist. To be fair, I played it in Italian, which was chi lo sa. I suppose is more, I don't know, is more memorable though, but I still was singing on the Italian version. Okay, have a nice dinner. Hopefully when you're back, we will be done. No, it's not. I'm lying. We will never. For now, let's see. We need to save. Update. And let's see now. We only have... Okay, something is wrong and it's not with my world map. Why does it not save everything? It should... Okay, here it's the end of the comment. Portrait of... Wait. Oh no. I cut the wrong one. I cut this one. No! Okay, my bad. My bad. So, undo, please. Okay, nice. Offset also needs to stay decimal in any case. And we need to change instead here the draw points option. And cut all the rest. Let's see now. Okay, this is back as it was. And this one now will only allow 0 and 0. We will call it left. And we can copy the parameters we had here. So we can globalize or make it parameterize. You can say parameterize, right? Those values right here. So on the left, there's the hero, which had those those parameters, minus 50, minus 60. Minus 50 and minus 60. Okay, now we have defined the position of the left. We can do the same with the Levene's parameters, which are 480 and minus 60 again. We have them. I have forgot the name. I should also make the other side made barely, which is the bottom left, like in the corner, which is slightly different. Let's see. Corner left, just to be sure. Minus 120, so it's like 170 negative. And this one is literally just 7. I don't know how I came up with those parameters. And just to safe keep it, corner right, it's 600. 7 again. Okay, and we defined all the positions. For for Invaligate, we will only need 2 of them, left and right, of course, because a portrait will speak from the left or from the right. And later we can add all the options we want. All of them. So the first thing we are gonna do is change this that defines where the portraits will be spawned, and instead load it from here. How do we do it? Well, we already did it last time. From an option here, read characters info. Here we can make a similar one. Read position info. We got the ID. Yeah, I got it. I was wondering if I wanted to reference them by ID or by name. I think it's better by ID at this point. Position ID and parameter. I don't know what his name is about. If true. I suppose we... okay, yeah. This is if we want reference it by name. Simple. We need to check if it's a string or a number. Simple. Simple. Yeah, not... I don't care now. I don't care. So for now, we return the container of those. This time, though, we did not define the container for those. We need to define it now. So we already have a portrait list container, which is the one we did last time. It's this one. Well, where we got information of the hero and Leven and the coordinates, scale, whatever. We need another one. Portrait positions parameters. No, simply positions parameters. And for each of them, we need to parse each element. Okay, makes sense. We can do this. So I suppose every one of those is saved as a compressed file or compressed text JSON file or whatever. It's a, yeah, you can see here it's a string, right? This is how it looks normally, how it's saved as a string. So we need to convert this one into this one. So we need to do this thing for each value, it's fine. So in this order, we first read what we wrote. Positions, list, parameters. And we read, we called it draw points options. No, wait, we called it draw points. Then we created the base container, and for each of them we insert it here. Let's see, for each value inside, we insert in this one every element. And now we can just do a console log positions parameters. Let's see what happens. What do you want now? Portrait list params is not defined. Huh? Portrait list? Ah, portrait list params. This one. What did I change? What did I do? Time machine time. Okay, I need an extra step. We need to parse the container first. We need to parse the container and each element. Okay. Time machine back. And now we need here first the container for those. We missed the step in between. I forgot the music. Okay. So we need to parse them first. We call it parse parameters too. Okay, now should be fine. Let's see. We have it. Let's see. Alright. Here they are. Position name left, right, minus 50 and minus 60. Of course, they are not applied, so they don't do anything, but we know them now. And they are saved here in position parameters. We can call it this, okay. How do we read the parameters? I think we can just say we can just call this function, right? Read position info. Where we read, we insert the ID, the name of the parameter, and we read from this, from position parameters we set. Let's see if, I think we can just do it from when the game is opened. Let me lower the volume. Okay. We can just do read positions info. Position 1. We read I don't remember the name. Position X. Okay, something is wrong and it's not with my word map. Let's see. Then position parameters. Because it's not global. Ah yeah, it's only inside of the function. Yeah, would make sense. We can just try it here then. Console log. Okay, it's literally here. We read position info, the number 1, we read position X. We go with alert directly, so we will not miss it. Minus 50, okay, it works, we have it. So the parameters are read correctly. That's great. Wait, I forgot to pop out the other chat. Okay. Now I have dual viewing. Okay. So now we can read the parameters correctly. That means we can finally replace them. Which means we don't need those anymore. We don't need this one. Is this read anywhere else? No. And this one neither. Okay. So those can be deleted. Also, portrait scale is kinda important. We can replace it later. Now, we still need to do something with those, because otherwise the character draw points will read the wrong parameter. So, we'll see where this is called, and we replace what happens. For example, in this case it draws the portraits in the default position if they draw it for the first time. I forgot how the function is called. Give me a second. So we can read position info to know where to draw them. We can just do this. For example, here it reads the... Wait, position ID? What is position ID? I forgot what is number amounts of. Okay. If it's 0, with 0 it's the first one. So we need to add 1, right? You can see here it starts at 1. So yeah. That means for spawning the picture on the original coordinates, we read the position info of the picture number position ID plus 1. We need the value position X. And of course, sure, we add the offset. Same with the Y. Don't ask me why, because it's here already. Haha. Position Y. And this should work identically. Let's see. This will be the test. Oh, screw it, I knew it. What's the issue? Heroic X. Oh yeah, because I removed the variable. So it is never referenced anywhere. Let's just undo. I will keep the variables and delete them later. Okay. But I will still replace this. So this will be our test. Oh, I fucking knew it. Of course it doesn't work. What's the issue now? Alert, pause X. Let's see. Oh, why? Oh. It's a string. No, wait, yes, it's a string. That's why instead of using the numbers by subtracting 132 to 50, they joined the letters. Same with addition. So they exist. Well, 11 exists. It's just very far away. The hero, it's not. So this is the issue. Should be relatively straightforward, though, right? So we can. Oh, we need to know when to convert them, though. We should make a step in between. Answer. Our answer will be this thing. And we return the integer version. How do we... I forgot. How do we parse integers in JavaScript? Let's see. It's literally parse int. Okay. Like this. Int is fine, right? It's an integer, so can be negative. Integers can be negative, of course. Okay, okay. For now, it's like this. If we have letters, later it will be a problem. For now, let's keep it like this. And now it works! They are here, as magically as always. So we still cannot remove those. We need to fix the other occurrences. First I kinda want to copy this. Okay. So now it resets the position. It's the same formula. Position X, position Y. Without the offset, of course. Oh, thanks for the explosion. Always satisfying when everything works. Did you add explosions to your game? To be fair, I should add explosions to Invaligate. I don't think I have them. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Oh, hello, Return of Alien. It's literally the Return of Alien, I see. Back to coding for me too. Oh yeah, good luck. Maybe, I don't know, monkey together strong, I don't know. Well, I would argue the programmers are kind of the opposite of monkey together. They are more like solitary snakes. We managed to start replacing the hard-coded parameters into the plugin ones. Would be cool to release this one as a external plugin after all. So we replaced it even here. Now, what are we changing? Okay, when we move the character upwards. Wait, no, let me check, because we might have not... No, okay, it's fine. I was wondering, this parameter might change. I need to be careful. Luckily, it's the same now. Though here it's different. We have character ID. So we need to instead use the parameter here. Character ID plus 1. Wait, character ID. I think it's the same, yeah. 0 for the hero. And 1 for Leven. Okay, and it's the same here. We got the X and the Y. And last one, those one, we don't need those anymore. You can die. Same here. And now let's see without the parameters if the game works, please. Oh, it works! We officially made a permanent... We moved a permanent variable, a hard-coded variable in the game now. For example, we can set now that the hero is more on the right. And look at him! Of course, those are fixed position, but of course, in a game about portraits, less visual novel, of course, there will be dynamism in it, but there will be fixed position for every dialogue, right? Or for most positions. There mostly will be only a left and right, so if someone wants to fancy something, they can add more positions. Return of return of return. Too many. There's a lot of stuff I made for RPG Maker I could release for others. Yeah, would be cool, but of course there's the extra work to make it presentable to other people. Because based on how I program, I could not release what I do. It's such a mess. And mostly only works for the game I made it for. I was thinking there's a market for the custom plugin. Well, there are people that sell plugins online. I could try with a low price, even. Though the problem is if you sell it, people will ask for support. Hello, how it's going? Welcome, we are back on programming for Invaligate. Even if it looks respawn banter. We are trying to make the plugin to show pictures dynamic. So I can use it even for Invaligate. And release it as a free plugin, I suppose. So it's only to be gained from. And actually it's kind of fun. I could do new stuff by commission. I would never do commissions because, I don't know, I would prefer to do the stuff for me, you know what I mean? Also, if they ask me, I know what I thought, yeah, would be cool to commission scripts sometimes, but the problem is, there's a lot of people that want plugins for the battle system, and I don't know how to code for the battle system. I never did. I just did a bunch of changes for That's My Exploit Keeper, but very minimum. Or worse, they could ask me, hey, could you add this code for Visustelle? I would say, no! I can already imagine people asking me to fix Visustella or something. This is not Invaligate. Aha, Rea tricked you. It was all part of her plan. No, we are, yeah, as I said, we are changing the main code for the pictures in Respawn Banter. So we can make it global and make it usable in any other game. For example, by just a little change, we moved the hero, which was not possible originally because I hard-coded the shit out of this this code. Now we are making it less hard-coded for as much as we can. And since we have the parameter here, we can also work on the parameter scale. For example, hero, we can say that is the scale of 50-50. We will keep Leven normal, so if we remove this one, after 36 instances? Huh? Okay, I used a lot this one, I see. Is there a better way to do this? Is there a better way to do this? I will not replace 36 of them. Well, maybe I do. What's the worst that can happen, right? So it's read character info 1 and Scale X. Okay, scale X. So I can just copy this one and replace it. Ah, wait, is this defined before? Wait, I don't get it. Portrait scale is has to be defined, right? Ah, okay. No, this is fixed for everyone. It's not character by character. Huh. I think it would be better to make it character by character. It's technically simple. I can just insert character ID here. +1. And should be fine already. Scale X, scale Y. And I need to copy paste for everything later. Of course, this code should be clean. I need to clean this code. But for now, I will replace piece by piece. For example, this one draws every pieces of the port of the character. Because in the respondent the hair is detached, but I don't need this for Invaligate. I will see what I can do for it. I could really use some help to fix some stuff here and there with scripts plugin. I would gladly help if it's not Visual Style and if it's not Battle System. Because I like to play around with events. I was still trying to continue to work my head around the plugin to skip cutscenes. It's kind of tricky, but I like it because I need to play around the execution of the system. It's cool to see how it works very close, RPG Maker. Sometimes I want to print the entire source code of RPG Maker and read it when I have free time. I should probably make drawings and graphics for other games. Like by commission. I suppose it's a good way to make money. Though personally, I would prefer to do stuff for my games. Make a plugin for an open world action 3D, well, as long as they pay. Well, the problem is, if they say like that, they will pay invisibility. Or a share. Make me a plugin to make an RPG without crystals! How does it work? It removes the picture of the crystals and censors the term. What? The problem is I use a ton of Visual Stella stuff. Yeah, I get it. I also use Visual Stella decent for a fair amount in my games, and I'm slowly starting to not use it. Not even for the blocking, the obscuring the code stuff. For example, in Respawn Banter, Visual Stella literally ruined the visual aspect, the visual resolution, because there was an I think I can show it, right? I can literally show it. Here, Visual Stella is not active. The core engine is not active. If I activate it, I think you can notice. Okay, no, that's not Visual Stella fault, wait. This is probably based on this change. Okay, let's undo this change a little. I will work on the issue later. Okay, for example, let's see if it works. Yeah, look at this. I don't think it's noticeable on stream, but if you zoom, look at this. The pixels. You can see those are blurred. And those pixels are more sharp. Of course, you could say, but Waldorf, you need to activate the sharpen pixels. That's why the issue is there. Yeah, but the problem is... let me see if I can find it. Because there's a lot. Screen resolution maybe? No. Maybe the quality of life. Pixel image rendering. Waldorf, you just need to activate pixel image rendering, and the pixel blur is not there anymore. Simple, right? See, it's resolved. The issue is though, No, not this one. Wait, no. I'm about to die. The slime is lower today. Okay, regarding of the smallness. Now the portraits are pixelated. So or I have the tile set blurred, or I have the characters pixelated. There is no in between. So I cannot use Visustella Core. You cannot disable it if Visustella just says, oh, there is no between. It's kind of annoying. I have like 30 plus Visustella plugins. Lolo, you look like a new developer that throws every plugin they have. No, okay, I suppose everyone works for the battle system and everything else. And of course, it's based on how much you make them invasive or not. Like the big option menu that uses every sound, like the cat and the dog sound. Or the two flashy animations, the character that bends forward 90 degrees for running, stuff like that. I don't have the issue with blurring. That's weird. I wonder why. Well, doesn't matter because now I'm working without Visustella core engine. I literally have only 4 of Visustella. Option, save, events move, which I should disable because I heard it lags the game, right? Or maybe it was another one. A message core. I would also want animation messages effects, but like there's an issue and then I can't use it. It makes it adds opacity to the border of the text and you cannot increase the opacity. Let's just say. If you don't have a true complex RPG, you don't need Visustella at all. Yeah, I don't think you would even need Visustella for a very complex RPG anyway. Because with Visustella, if you want to do a complex RPG, I think you should come down to some compromise sometime, right? I never used it, but I don't know. It makes it hard to make some extra customizations you really want. But you can't, because Visustella is on the way. There's a ton of stuff about... Oh, really? I never delved deep into it. Oh, wow. I never stopped realizing. Why is the hero small? Like... Here. Huh? Okay, I suppose Visustella core engine does also that. Ah, yes. Of course, yeah, Visustella core engine has the option, the very useful option to make a picture immune to zoom. So if I zoom the screen, the picture gets zoomed as well. Visustella stops that in an option, and it's very useful, but I cannot use it. Unless I found the issue, but at this point, I found my workaround already. I have 2 parameters, one for zoom and one for not. Action sequence alone opens hundreds of doors. What is action sequence? Ah, it's like to decide the order of the characters, the action that plays. If that's what it sounds, it's pretty useful. Maybe in the future I will do another RPG. For now, I think it's better to stick to... I would say short games, but I need to finish one before saying that. In the future, I only have one main idea for a... No, not really. No, to be fair, I don't have a lot of ideas for classic RPGs. Yeah, the closest I get is a more open world exploit keeper, but... It's only a far idea. So for now, I always stick... okay, yeah, there's To the Upper Dam. I almost forgot about it. I don't know what to do with that game at this point. After Invaligate, after Respawn Banter, and after Dojat now, I will consider what to do with 2D upper down. Depends on how much money do I make. If it's a lot, I can redo all the graphics. If I don't, I will try to finish how I can. That would still be cool to redesign all the characters, because they're so cool how they are now. Ah, it's a problem for the future me, I suppose. Is a function of the battle core that runs a common event when you use a skill. You can skip all the default animation, make invisible effects or very custom animation. Oh, sounds pretty useful. I would like to work on the game I was making for the course contest on the forum. When I'm exploring Unity and making a small arcade game. Ooh! Unity! Unity is pretty cool to use. At the start I don't know now. I kinda see that Unity opens a lot of possibilities, but it makes it much harder for development. And at this point, I already have a lot of ideas for RPG Maker, since, like, when I fantasize about games to make, I always think about RPG Maker. So for now, I will stick with this program. For now, it doesn't stay strict on me. It's not strict for me. Later, maybe I can consider it, but as a solo developer, RPG Maker is a godsend. I tried Unity once, but it's not for me. Yeah, it's very... Well, starting from the interface is a little more complex. It's also very code-based. There is no eventing. Have you tried RPG Maker Unite? No, I'm kidding. Let's see what I was doing. I think I should actually add the parameter for the zoom in... for the scale in... Where is it? I should make the option for the zoom as well, for the scale. Here in the struct other... Where is it? In the struct draw points. Because we have the draw point of the position left and right. Would be cool to have the scale, because in this case I can differentiate between drawing in the overworld and not. It's a thing for later though. For now, let's stick on what we have. What was I doing? So I was replacing portrait scale here, which is read from the info of the characters. Reading from the character ID. For whatever reason though, it doesn't work. Let's see. Scale X. Ah, it's in uppercase. I should be consistent with the namings, maybe. That was the issue. Scale X, scale Y. We do it for all the others. Of course, later I should simplify the code. For now we do this. Later we can simplify. And let's see if it works. Oh no! I forgot! Canon Giantess again. Okay. So this reads, at least we can see it works. And we can define the scale for each picture or each character. So if you have a bigger picture for a character and you kinda don't want to resize it, you can do it manually here. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Gigamax. It's the canon fan art from Megami. Wait. I think I still have it here. Yes, here. Literally this. Literally this. Oh, the scope in the background. And the slime, oh. I suppose I should replace the rest now. Animation pose change. This is the width of the picture. So we can just add the scale. Oh wait, only one. The width should be multiplied by the scale of the width, x. What is the character ID? Oh no. Though we don't have the information here. This is not good. We need to pass this information. Because we don't know the character ID here. I should save this position. We're looking for portrait scale. Okay. Wait, where was I working with? Here, okay. So we need the character ID. Let's see. Yeah, we are not... Huh. I think we should still pass the character ID. This requires another issue, another edit. I suppose we should also define the coordinate, the picture slot that each position uses. First though, we need to find out where it's defined, the image ID. Here. It's defined here. Let me undo for now. We will replace it later. Portrait scales needs still to be replaced later. So, now we should work, add another parameter. In the struct, not portrait options, here. First we should make position name shorter, just to make it consistent. And replace it later. Let's make it consistent, please. Okay. Consistency created. Now, we want another parameter, which is picture ID, which is a number. How did I call it? Number, right? You can just say number. Can you just say number? Please, let me say you can just say number. I don't know. I will say number, I forgot. It does not apparent, and default is 1. Let's see. So now for each draw point we also have the parameter picture ID, which is the picture ID which will be used for drawing it. We already have the parameters here. The hero starts with 10, 11 with 15. Or to be fair, the character on the left will have the picture ID 10. The one on the right, the 15. It's not as simple though, because every character has multiple pictures in this scenario. So we should see how to work with it. Let's see where it's used. Pick hero. It's used quite some amount of times. It's used a lot of times, to be fair. Okay, wait, because pick 11 is not used, right? No, it's still used. I'm confused. Yeah, the thing of the extra pictures is a little confusing. I I maybe should work on this out of stream. For now we should add other stuff, right? So at least we have this now. The scale mostly works, but not for everything. I need to replace it later. Then what do we have? The breathing effect should also be a parameter. You know what, we can add it right away. No, to be fair, the breathing effect is linked to another plugin and I don't know if I am able to change it. For now. This is picture position remember. This will remember the position of the coordinates. I don't know for what. Those are for the multiple pictures for character. I will see it later. And here it is. The move X and Y. This is the animation for when the characters start talking. They will move up diagonally. Of course, this can be and will be a parameter defined in the code, in the options. That's what we are gonna add. First though, let's see. Here are the parameters. We can make another one. Parameter. How do we call it? Active move X. Active move X and active move Y. Which will be active move X. It's a type decimal. Description CCCC. Default is, we can say 40. And same with active move Y. D. So now it should appear here. Of course, to make it more clean, I would say, we can add a random parameter here. Parameter container. And the parent is container. Hi. Okay, of course I should find a name for the container, but for now we have it. Just to make some order. Nice. Let's see if we can make it work right away. 20 and 40. I would still stick to those parameters, to be fair, as the default ones. Not that it changes much, but here. And now we can read those parameters instead of defining them here. To be fair, it's better if they are defined here. Let's see. Here. Should they? I think they should be constants unless it's a feature I wanted later. So now MoveX is instead now plugin parameter read plugin name and reads the parameter number active move X. Same with Y. Reads the active move Y. And now, like that, we don't need those anymore. What's the issue now? Did I declare them before? Ah, the name. Okay, okay. Now, if we define those, let's reset the value. It doesn't, okay. It was 2040, right? Yes, okay. Now nothing should change. When they talk, they still should... they are dead. Someone is dead. What happened? What did they change? Oh yeah, because they spawn... Wait, did they need to convert those in numbers? I think I need to. Let's convert into an integer number. I think that is the issue. It's not, surprisingly. What is the issue? Ah, we are not in the plugin yet. Right? Wait, but those worked. I think it's fine. Weird that it says that it doesn't exist. Let's see again. 20, 40. Maybe that's the issue. No, okay, that's nice. The issue is elsewhere. Okay, where though? Let's find it. Maybe because it's a variable and later it's changed. Wait, stupid thing, but what if it's a variable that will change? No. What is it then? What else do we have? What did they change? The name here. Did I try after this one? But okay, no, I get the issue. It was fine. The problem is that the plugin parameters did not survive the change. Yes. Here they got reset. I forgot the values. I forgot all the values. Can I read from... Because if I open it, it will... all the information will be lost. But if I open it from the information here, I should not lose the information. Let's see. Corner left, I could look for. Here's the information. Here it is, we got all the information we were about to miss. Okay, let me repeat all the information then. Here offset, okay. 11 offset. Here, draw points. Okay. We can redraw all the information. Minus 50. I really should look if there's a way to make numbers here, which are not only positive. That can only also allow negative numbers. Because it's weird it doesn't allow them. From the date, too much. And minus 60. Okay. For the rest, sure. I suppose we can have them as well. Minus 170 and 7. And here was like 600, right? Yeah, okay. 7. Okay. That was mostly an issue of the... Oh no, again! I swear I'm not doing this intentionally. Did I not save this? Okay, 11 is normal size now. It's not even canon. Only Kalina can. Only Ina can. Kalina. Kanina. Oh well. Okay, now that we saw it works, we need to check if what we did now works. And what did we do now? I forgot. Oh yeah, the movement here. Can we just... Yeah, we can now activate and it reads from the code, from the plugin. It reads those now. Let's see. Okay, don't see any issue, but because we don't have any dialogue. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any scene, never mind. What was the scene? Ah, okay, no, it's the one that happens after, never mind. Okay, seems to work very, very normally. Okay, we have it. It's always nice to add extra parameters. Okay. Those are here. I should save them in the same container. This is for saving the characters that go down. This is fine like it is. This is the way that we have when a character moves up and down. So we can definitely have it saved together with those. No, those are already saved. Those is the sound that they play when they talk. I can just read it from here. For example, when the hero talks, it will play the sound Concrete 1, which we can just say here. And for Leven, she will play the sound Gravel Run. We can just replace it, right? We can just say, instead of a text, you have a sound effect, right? We need to bring out the tutorial again. Please, complete the list. Thanks, I love you. I lost you, never mind. I hate you now. No, it's fine, it's fine. Is it this one, please? Yes! Yes, now we are talking. So, it should be here. Not quite. I swear, there has to be one for... Aha! This one. Type file. Let's see, we already have the parameter for it. Let's see. Sound was... Yes. So it's not type text, it's type file. And I suppose we need to have a parameter like dir audio se. That's how it works. Oh yes! This is the future! This is the future! It's different though from how it appears here. It doesn't matter, right? Though it does, because if you want to select a subfolder, it should allow you to. Why can you change it here? I will definitely check this one dig this one further because it's pretty cool. I love the little sound effect like Animal Crossing when a character talks. Yeah, I think it adds a lot to a lot of games. That's why I was bummed when I couldn't place it in Dojat Now before the contest ended. To be fair though, I really want to have voice acting for Respawn Banter. Solely from the fact that I saw a bunch of clips from Class of 09 and I thought, oh wow, this game would benefit a lot from voice acting. Because it's not just... The focus of the game are the dialogues, the banters. They are not normal dialogue that should be dubbed like in RPGs, in normal side quests. It's the core of the game. So if there is voice acting which conveys exactly how they are talking, I think it's a big upgrade. Though I need to find the right ones and the founds for it, because there's a lot of dialogues. Hopefully from Invaligate we get enough founds to have voice acting. full voice acting would be perfect for the project. Someone can dream, but to be fair, I really want it. And of course, I will not fall back on cheap voice actors, because you... Well, if they're good, it's great, but like... If you go cheap, it can impact negatively the project. So I will definitely be careful. I still don't get why you cannot choose the others. Require one. The file specified by this parameter will be included in deployment. Ah, okay. I think we should also have require one then. So the game will not delete it if... Okay, this is great. This is for this option. This option will delete the file if it's not defined without one here. So it's great. I still don't get how do I make this appear, but maybe it's only for MV. Still I'm confused. Would be cool to let the player choose, right? Oh well, doesn't matter much. So as I said, for the hero, it's concrete one. For Leven, it's gravel run. Of course, this plugin will not play the text. It's attached to another plugin, so it's mostly for compatibility and stuff. Sans. Yeah, we have Sans. I gifted to my brother Undertale to his birthday. It didn't like the fame around the game, but I still pushed my luck because I was recently listening to Metaton music and I thought, oh wow, I forgot this game had bangers for music. So before deleting those, I need to replace them now. Ah, the cool stuff is based on the character. Ah, there's also the pitch. I also need to consider the pitch then. Well, this is an extra parameter, but I think could... Yeah, I think it could be useful to have a portrait plugin which is compatible with the other one. Or others one. I can always make it compatible with other plugins. Let's see. Text sound. And we have... text pitch. Okay, it's text. So now we should also define the pitch, right? Aha! The hero has 150 if I remember right, and Even has 110, or maybe the opposite, I don't know. Oh, it was right. Nice. Okay, so I can just read those parameters now. I will keep them open because I already forgot how it's called. Okay. So now instead of this, well, I will still call this one, but I will send up two parameters. I should actually read this one. No, wait, no, this is... Okay. I never set up how it works with reading those parameters, because those parameters are the positions and they are global. Those ones are per character, so I need to load them only for the character that I need. Doesn't matter, right? Now, would be really convenient actually if I just read, if I got the information here. we can just make another one. Function get character info, character ID. So you can get all of them. Return all of them. Character ID -1. I should remove the -1 to be fair, but... So when I get the command to create, to show a character, based on... Okay, here, the position reads a possible position there is. But this is not a number, it's a select. It's either hero, 11, back left, back right. I should instead put a number here, or a free box where you can put any text you want. Although I think replacing this will mess up every code I have in the game, so I will probably be careful when I change it. For now... Return! There's a lot of returns in this game, huh? Return... There's only 8 of you, never mind. Never mind. They should add more. So the thing is, position here, in Italian, sure, is the one that determines where do I place the character. Though for now it only has parameters as strings and not numbers. If I change it now, it will mess up all the game. I have a backup, it's fine, but... For now we can do a switch. Oh, sure, we can call it... We can call it position. No, actually... Never mind. So based on what it is, for example, if it's a hero, if I remember right, hero, 11, and the rest doesn't matter. If it's hero, we return... no, we don't return anything. Position is 1. Break. And if it's 11, we return 2. Later, of course, as I said, I need to put numbers instead. No, wait, no, it should be... Should be opposite actually now. If it's 1, it's hero. And if it's 2, it's 11. Later, I will try to make it more ordered. But here. Now, even if we change the parameter, it should work flawlessly anyway. Let's see. Now, this one will instead be not a select, but will be text. Let's see if it breaks the game or not. Because now if I have a command to show text... okay, this one kept the same. Okay, that's awesome. It kept the same. So it will not break the game. Awesome. I still want to separate the changes I made specifically for this game from the others, so I will see what to do. I don't have ideas for now. I will see what to do. Still, I really should memorize the numbers here. But we can do this. We can call get character info based on the... wait. I see the issue now. I need a number to read the character info. We can do, wait, we can do this, First we convert it into numbers. And after we convert it back into the text. Okay, of course it's hard coding only for today. Of course I will find a way to fix it. And here we save the information of in character info. So this one will contain all the information we have stored here. We have the X, Y, offset, scale, anchor, and for now, the most important, text sound. We love hard coding. Of course, only for the stream. I need to find a way to replace all the position text I had here. Later though. Okay, so we have all the info here. Now we need to use it. We are back here on change the sound of the text. So here's the sound of the hero and the pitch. But we can just do how was it called? I did not copy it, right? Let's see. We take character info and it should have all the information we need. Character info dot, I don't know how it's called. Text sound and text pitch. Simple. Text sound, text pitch. And the fun part is it would work the same for all the characters. So we don't even need to set it up here. We can set it up before, outside of the switch case. And to be fair, we won't even need the switch case later. Because this will also insert the event sound and the correct pitch. So we don't need any of those. That means we can now delete those one. They are grayed out, so we don't need them anymore. Now, those are unused, so we don't need those. And we mostly did most of them. This saves the positions. We should do a class for remembering positions, right? Maybe next time. There's a lot to clean in this plugin though. At least we are parameterizing a decent amount of it. But there's still the big stuff to do. Also because if I change any name, like this is in Italian, I need to change all the events in the game. Luckily we can do it from code, from the JSON file. Still won't be easy. Here is all the parameters of the call. We could consider cleaning them later, but now it's fine. Anything else? Oh wait, here it converts the position ID. So... oh wait, no, that's wrong. Here it determines the position ID based on the name, but here it's... okay, the code is starting to get complex. So here, based on which character you draw or which position you set, it reads specific type of positions. I see what it does here. Based on the type of character you're drawing, you draw on a specific ID, which now we can just do in a simpler way. We can just get read position info. Read position info for the current ID. I don't know. And the parameter, no, not this one. And the parameter, which is picture ID. That means we can directly know where to start drawing the pictures. The PKD difference also doesn't matter now because we define the starting point of drawing pictures. We set here that in the position left the picture ID starts at 10. And on the right it starts at 15. I don't know why it did reset. Maybe we did not save. Who knows? Okay, and this should read that after I fix this mess. But I don't want to do a stream of changing every JSON file of the game. Maybe another time. Okay. Also, this is irrelevant because define the character ID. ID. What is this? Galv. What the hell is this? I need to read a little more on my code though. Of course it's not super straightforward, I suppose. Well, since we are here we can just do the same. Character ID is the current ID, I don't know. -1, I suppose. Is it -1? Yes, it is. Kind of a mess to work between 0 and not 0, but... Huh. Now, you know what? No, let's work without the 0, since it's how it appears elsewhere. Okay, of course, though it needs a lot of work after that. That means we are already defining those here. Which I don't even know we will need to define this one, because we are like setting a variable to another variable. We can just use this one now. Oh, we'll see. Okay, there are other parameters which we can definitely work well without. For example, the hero has a picture above the face where it draws the wings. Meanwhile, Leven has the back of her hair. Which, to be fair, is very unnecessary. But alas, I already did it, so... All because I want to make a more unique idle animation. But I don't think it's very noticeable. I may even scrap it if it's unnoticeable. I think it is. So we can do a last thing before stopping. Right? Okay, this is more complex because the hero always has the wings on the face. Except at the start of the game. Because it does not have the blessing of Leven. So how do I do this? I kinda don't want to hard code it, but I find it hard to convert in parameters. Yeah, this part is kind of a mess of programming. I think I should completely ditch the part that... the part that the head is not getting stretched. Because it's such a minor thing. Though I kinda love that. I will do some tests and see if it really makes a difference. I think it kinda does, but I never notice it. Okay, in the case I want to keep it, what should I do? I suppose I should define... Okay, in the calls for the portraits, I already define the pose, which Why did it disappear? Hero. For example, here I define a pose without the head. I would make this bigger, but okay. You define the pose without the head, and below the face without the body. So it complements itself. We'll keep it like this, I suppose. I will leave the option to leave it empty, of course. Though it does not include an extra icon for an extra thing for pictures that can appear above or not. So what do I do? We should add an extra parameters for extra pictures for a character, which nobody will use, but I need to add them for me. So at least not to add extra stuff only for my plugin, which will mess up, which will create confusion for a public release of the plugin. Let's see. So we should actually have yeah, we should have an array of all the pictures that a character will occupy, right? We can add an extra parameter that says how many extra pictures the character will occupy. Though it's not super simple because you need to define before and after. So maybe a complete array of other... Yes, could work. Yes, an array of integers. Should be fine. Huh. No, wait, it's a little more complex than that, right? I just want to add an extra wing on top of the player. I think I can hard code that, because it's just a line here and it's just for me. For the backhead, this always appears, so we can actually make it as a parameter in the call of the draw of the plugin, right? No, I think I will hard code this one as well. I think the benefits for others is pretty minimal. And the way though to make it like external, I think I also have the idea. So also we should also get which character is playing now. Do we need to know which? There's an extra issue that we don't know which character is being played. So we don't know which of... Where is it? We don't know which of those information will be used. We don't know the scale to be applied or the sound. Here we get from the picture, but we need to add an extra parameter that realizes who is talking. Or who is the portrait? Whom is the portrait? Okay. I think we can work on that next time, because I think I will stop right now. Too bad, but development streams are mostly short because the brain power is not enough every time. Nah, it's fine. At least I'm glad we are finally returning on the development streams, because I love staying here developing, writing random code. I suppose not the best content you can produce for Twitch, but I'm trying. As long as I'm having fun. Okay, let's see, can we raid someone? I don't see enough raid power. For now, I think we will stop. Oh, we can raid Felky. Wait. Okay. And now we will stop here. Tomorrow we return with Kittypedia. We are finally resuming after the break of HDQ. And everything else we will have one step at a time. It does have an SMR value as a stream. Wait, what do you mean? Ah, the streaming development. Really? I thought I was kinda a little loud when I'm getting upset of the code not working, but I suppose it does. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will go more SMR next time, okay? No, I'm kidding. Thanks for coming by, and we will see ya whenever it happens.